Hello there. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hello, my name is Kay for all you guys who are new here. I just want to give you guys a brief summary about this channel. If you have been hoping to change, desiring to change, praying to change for Jesus Christ through my dreams, through my testimony, and through the messages that the Lord gives me, the purpose of this channel is to help you change. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please click that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hopefully I'll see you guys down in the comment section somewhere. But yeah, I just have a quick message. It's this one is a warning. Yeah, this one is a warning. So I got a warning from, the Lord about this year, really about this year and how, it's going to be a lot of, deadly, relationships, deadly connections really is what I felt or I got in my spirit. Deadly connections. What do I mean by that? It's going to be a lot of people linking up with people or friends, making friendships, making relationships, whatever it might be, with people who are carrying around the spirit of death. And by your closeness to that person, it's gonna come upon you as well. Okay? And so I feel that I should at this time just, let everybody know that this is one of those times that we should be very obedient to God. We have to be obedient. This is in what the Lord will want you guys to know is wanting us to know that we need to be focused on Him more than ever. We need to be guided by Him. Like, we need to make sure that whoever is around us and in our circle at this time is of Him and from Him. Okay. A lot of young people, is what the Lord is letting me know as well. Young and old, but a lot of young people, untimely death is what, He was letting me know was going to be happening this year. A lot of untimely deaths and a lot of, relationships that's going to lead to death, deadly connections. We need to make sure that all connections that we have in our circles and people that we're involving in our lives is going to be somebody that God sent. Okay? We need to pray about everyone and not just allow everybody in our circle, because the enemy is working on people and bringing people down so seriously. And the veil, as the years go by, is just being lifted. Like, it's getting thinner and thinner, because there's so much evil going on. And as the years go by and it's getting closer and closer to the return, the enemy is able to touch people more now than he was able to touch before, because people are not as protected as they were before. People don't have that protection like they once did. You know what I'm saying? People ain't been serious about God for a long time, and you just got to think about it. They're putting this same unseriousness on their children, on their children's children, and generations is starting to go on. You know what I'm saying? And not taking God seriously. And so you got more people who are dealing with a lot of demonic oppression, and they have not been fighting against it. They don't really care to hear that they could be set free. A lot of people don't even understand the spiritual, as far as the biblical understanding of it, because some people are getting involved in spiritual things, but it's not righteously, spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So if people who are not understanding the reality of the spiritual realm, the reality of deadly communications, and just the reality of having communication with people who are not godly, who are unequally yoked with you. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that reality, then it's putting a lot of people at danger. And so what I'm trying to say is, what the Lord is letting me know, that there's a lot of people who are spiritually oppressed by the Reaper, really. You know what I'm saying? The Reaper that's coming to take a lot of souls. And in this time, a lot of people are going to die in this year. And it's going to be a lot of people who die unexpectedly, untimely, whether it's accidents, whether it's shootings, whether it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of deadly connection is happening. You know what I'm saying? A lot more now in this time. The enemy is taking everybody out Is many people out left and right. You know, God is not really playing, and it's not to be mean or anything like that, but it's like, if you choosing, you choosing, like, you know what I'm saying? You're choosing your side. You know, you're choosing not to answer the calls. You're choosing. Therefore, he can't protect you how you would have had that protection. You know what I'm saying? Some people are literally just, as these years go by, ignoring. I remember when God came to me and was letting me know, you know, finally, like, you better get it together, because this person is going to kill you, like, literally. Sometimes you're on your last straw, like, you're on your last level of protection, and people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe God has been communicating to you through a family member. Maybe God has been communicating to you through a friend, through just somebody been letting you know that, you know, since, you know, get your life right with God, you know, because God has sent them. You know what I'm saying? God has sent that person. God is sending them because he wants you to be safe. He wants you to be protected. He does not want this to happen. But he knows one thing for sure, that if you allow the enemy in your life, if you keep allowing the doorways, the cracks, the windows, the entryways, whatever it may be, for the enemy will be able to come in. So if you're not seriously trying to give yourself to God, it's not his fault. He's going to warn you. He's going to send people around. He's going to give you dreams. That's how he is. He's going to give you a hunch. But if you're not taking heed, you know what I'm saying, to these hunches, to these dreams, to the people that might be talking to you, whatever it might be, a lot of people are going to unfortunately lose their life before, you know, the time, because they had the enemy in their life through the entryways. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about the enemy is he hates us. He doesn't love us. A lot of you don't even understand your calling and where you're actually supposed to be in life. You don't know how precious you really are to the kingdom. You don't know how you really were sent here to be used. But there's always this gift that you can't see. People can't see with their physical eyes, but spiritually, you already got this mark on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why God is coming for you. I mean, not God, but that's why the enemy is coming for you, because you already had a mark on your life. You already had something that you were going to be great. You already had that. It was built in. That's how God created you. And only the spiritual realm can see it day in and day out, no matter if you're not living a godly life or not. They can see it, and they don't want that to grow. They don't want that to grow at all. You know, they know who's theirs. They know who's theirs and who's not theirs. Okay. And so if you're not belonging to them, you're always going to be a target, you know? And so with that being said, they want to make sure in this time that nobody has a chance anymore to reach up and go far. They want to get you now. Like, that's what the Lord has been letting me know. Untimely deaths are going to be taking place. Okay. And so they want to get you before you decide to turn your life around. Okay. And that's the scary part. I mean, I'm talking like young people. I'm talking about 20s, 30s, 40s. I'm talking 16, 12. I'm talking about all that. The level of protection that we're going to be needing, that everybody's going to be needing, you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's literally critical, because the enemy is not, you know what I'm saying, the enemy hates you. And so now is it's going to just be a deadly year for people who don't have God's protection. And that's just what it is. And the only way to have God's protection is for you to be serious about God. Okay? Be serious about God. Give your life over to him and be serious. Close all the doors. Close all the entryways. Close whatever way that the enemy been in your life. Sex outside of marriage, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? Drugs, alcohol, whatever it might be. Being a drunkard and all that stuff. Whatever it might be. Stealing, lying. You know what I'm saying? Whatever those things are that's got the enemy in your life somehow, it needs to be cut off. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can be protected. Just come to God, you know? And this is not for anybody to fear, but this is just to help people understand, like, what's going on. A lot of people who are not serious about God don't have that kind of protection. The one beautiful thing about God is he does give warnings. When my life was at risk, when I was in the world, God gave me warnings. God gives you warnings. Sometimes you might have a freak accident where like you got into a situation where you almost died. You know what I'm saying? I got into a situation where I almost died when I was with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that right there should let you know that the enemy is trying to take you out. The enemy is trying to take you out. The enemy is trying to, you know what I'm saying, get you before it's too late. And so you got to know that the longer and longer you stay away from the presence of God, you don't have protection. Whatever plan it is that the enemy has for you, it will come to pass because you're not serious about God. And how to be serious about God is not just about reading the word and praying every day. It's about your heart, your true love for him, your true desire for him. And if you don't really have that, you know what I'm saying, that might be a problem. That's going to be a big issue. You know what I'm saying? But let's start out with pushing things out of our life that's not of him. You know what I'm saying? And so anyways, I don't want to keep talking for too long. That is the message that he has for you today. He wants you guys to know, be serious because the enemy has created a lot of deadly connections at this time. There's been a lot of deadly connections, and because the enemy hates the future of the saints, anyone that's trying to come up or that's about to be greater, could be greater, sent here to be great, he's getting them out the way. He doesn't want any more of that, and God has already sent out warnings. This, in fact, is a warning right here. You know what I'm saying? But God has already sent out warnings to people, to the people who this is for. God has already sent out warnings, like I said, and you have to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because untimely deaths by the enemy means he already got you. He already got you where he wants you. And that means where he wants you is going down there with him when he gets you. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's taking people out, if they lost the protection of God, that means when they leave here, they're not going to heaven. And we're not going to front and make it like, you know what I'm saying, not to be rude or anything, but we can't front and make it like all these people that's dying untimely deaths are righteous people. We can't make it like that. We know where these people could potentially be going depending on the lifestyle that they was living. You know what I'm saying? It's a scary thing. So we got to be prayed up for everybody. Praying against the spirit of death, first of all, for the saints. Praying against the spirit of death. But the ones who aren't serious, we got to get serious. You know what I'm saying? Because the enemy not taking people out so you can go up there to meet God. He more than likely taking people out, untimely deaths, because he has that grip on you already. In the spiritual realm, you already dead. That's the thing. Only ones who are alive physically and spiritually are the ones who's serious about God. Only ones who walking with God. You know what I'm saying? If you're not that, bro, the enemy already got hold of your life spiritually and physically. Okay, but I don't want to keep talking, guys, because this video is already getting long. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I pray that whoever this message is for, that it gets to you. I pray that you take heed to this word today. I pray that this doesn't have to be your portion. That there's no untimely death that comes your way. You know, you're going to do what you're supposed to do. You're going to do the right thing. You're going to be set free of the bondage that the enemy has you in, the trappings of the mind. You're going to be set free of all of that because the mind is where the enemy is getting us. So the mind is where the battle is taking place, making us feel like we got time, making us feel like we can do this and we can do that when you don't understand. You're chosen. You're different. You've been called. Okay? You've been picked. You know what I'm saying? You're royalty. Act like it. You know? So, all right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.